Okay, in this presentation, I'm going to talk about aggressive behaviors of people or committing crimes. There are some secrets and some causes for these actions. And in this presentation, I'm going to cast light on some of them. These days we can see in the society, some people are more violent and aggressive in comparison to other ones. But the main question is that is it originated from the nature or from the nurture? Some people believe that it is related to their upbringing, to their environment, and some believe that it is pertinent to their, for example, nurture, or let's say it has something to do with their genes. But let's talk about the reality and something which has been figured out by scientists and researchers. There is a gene in some people's brain which is called warrior gene. This gene is a type or is a version of MAOA gene. Everybody has MAOA gene, but it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody has warrior gene. And warrior gene is a gene which could actually create or generate this potential for someone to be aggressive or violent in his personal life. But I'm saying again that it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody who has a, for example, warrior gene is, let's say, aggressive or violent. There are lots of people who have this gene and they are really benevolent, kind, and natural. But they have this potential to be aggressive. So there should be other factors for making a person more aggressive and violent, and which are relevant to their, let's say, environment and their surroundings. And talking about the other factors, the environment, we can say that there are many factors, for example, in different societies and countries. For example, one of them is drugs, and you can see that some people are addicted to drugs, so it is really difficult for them to handle their own life because they are such sick people. They cannot, for example, afford, for example, the day-to-day life, and they cannot manage to, let's say, face all of their financial problems. So they have to go through committing crimes, and also involving in the drug trade is something else which could be criminal as well. And some people are, let's say, coping with these problems. And other factor is depression. Some people are depressed because of many reasons, and as a result, we can say that sometimes they are dangerous not only for their own society but also for themselves. For example, committing suicide or hitting other people are some results which could be originated from depression. And also family conditions. Some people are deprived from, let's say, any attention from their parents. They have been abused in their childhood, and they have had many problems in their childhood, and as a result, they have some problems when they are adults, and as a result, they may go through committing crimes. And also, poverty is another factor which is threatening every society in the world, and people don't have access to enough food or, let's say, accommodation or something like this, and as a result, they have to go through criminal activities. And also TV violence. There are some series or some movies that some youngsters these days try to emulate or imitate some of the fictions and some of the behaviors which are relevant to fiction field. And they should be able to draw a line between reality and fiction. Because in doing so, if they try to imitate some of the actions, they could be dangerous in the reality. And the last, let's say, item or parameter that I'm trying to say is about racism, that as a result, there could be a fight or conflict among other groups of people. These were some information that I gathered about committing crimes and being aggressive. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, as usual. It was really great.
I think I wasn't completely prepared.
No, I didn't notice anything.
That was great.
Anything wrong. So, any feedback, criticism? mispronunciation.
I just wanted to actually I would like to mention something. Sasan, if you stick on American pronunciation, I think you should pronounce adults instead of adults. I'm not sure if you stick on American pronunciation or British.
Both of them.
It's better to
The
stick
pride.
to one of them, instead.
Yeah, exactly. Which one do you stick?
American, I think my intonation
Okay,
and most
so
of
it's
pronunciation.
adults.
It's
Yeah.
about the stress, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You said adults, but
Adult.
you should say adults.
Adult. Thank
Adult.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That is correct. Thank you. You need to be consistent.
Sasan, in your middle of your lecture, you say when they are adult. I think you
Before.
must say they became adult.
Yeah. Sure.
Or they are
Thank you.
adults. You can use it as a noun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else? Thank you, Karim. Thank you, Arash.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Pedram, did you get something? Did you have any feedback? to
Nothing
share with
else.
us?
No.
Okay. So, Sasan, you said apart from just my appreciation that is always there, and
Thank you.
I should say that I think you said originate. It is originate, and
Originated or originated? Yeah.
yeah, the verb is originate.
Originate. Okay.
The stress is on originate, the second syllable, but the noun is origin.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and did you see the documentary? Was the documentary that you saw was one of the episodes of Through Wormhole by Morgan
No.
Freeman? Because I
No, it
watched that
wasn't.
documentary, and actually it was all about that warrior gene. And some months ago, I just watched the documentary, and I thought I think actually another documentary from BBC that was all about evil. Are you an evil person? Are you evil or something like this? Yeah.
No, it's not about. Here you are. Use it.
It was just about aggressive behavior of people, but let's say a quarter of documentary was about something else, and the rest was about other subjects, And for the rest of my presentation, I gathered some information from Wikipedia and other pages as well. But the warrior gene was really interesting to me.
Yeah.
I remember that once you
Yes,
talked
yes.
about it in
Yeah.
our class. I remember.
Yeah, exactly. Because even I'm at the moment I'm influenced by that great message. Because sometimes, as you said, that warrior gene is just a part of us, and we just suppress it, automatically, voluntarily, because we are hopefully living in the promising atmosphere. And as you said, upbringing factor, this education is really great.
But I think everybody necessarily doesn't have, let's say, a warrior gene. But the narrator said that warrior gene is a version of MAOA gene, and everybody has MAOA gene, but we cannot say that all people have warrior genes. This is my
Sometimes
perception.
that gene is, let's say, magnified and strengthened, with the help of, let's say, the atmosphere, particularly, as you said, child abuse, child molestation is absolutely influential in that. I mean, in this case.
Yeah, you are right. The environment is very important. When you put the bad genes in suitable environment, atmosphere, they can grow. They can, do their job.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why actually the dichotomy of nurture and nature, both of them are really important, as you said.
It's about all of things. It's not just about genes, environment. All things can have something in here.
Yeah, but everything is just categorized according to these two, let's say, main factors or categories. all of them are either categorized according to nature, that is your gene, or nurture, that is your atmosphere.